Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening?
Hello,
Can you hear me?
how's your night going? I can hear you fine.
Cool. It's going. Just drawing. What are you doing?
I've got a watermelon flavored drink,
Heck yeah.
and it's not very good.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Kind of tastes like watermelon rinds instead of the actual.
That's unfortunate. Did your day get any better?
No, I'm gonna get fired. This is it for me.
Oh no, you're gonna get fired.
It's over. It was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, I had a moment today. Could have gotten in trouble. I don't think I did.
It looked like you were yelling at somebody at some point.
What?
You
Yeah,
just had like a really angry face.
I was unhappy. That's how it goes some days.
I'm gonna look through the idea doc. You got the ideas for the podcast. It's not gonna be very smooth at first, but
For the podcast.
so it looks like this is supposed to be Hot Take Wednesday.
Hot Take Wednesday.
Yeah. So if you have any hot takes, now's the time.
Spill the tea. No, that's like drama. It's not hot take.
Wes Anderson is overrated.
Oh man, that's a bummer. I like Wes Anderson. Oh, that's why you said that. I gotcha.
Yeah, it's a hot take.
Because you know it's so hot.
Like super overrated.
Larison did that to me, and he was, and then he backed it up. I'm like, you bastard.
I could back it up too, probably.
Yeah, I doubt it. You have to actually have watched the movies.
No, you don't have to watch things to criticize it, do you? That would count me out of just about everything.
I was really surprised too. I was like, you know what? I agree. But also, I disagree. Because, you know. You're not wrong
What
with
was
that.
it about, though?
He said, he's a caricature of himself, and he had heartfelt. The first one was heartfelt and had meaning and point, and they weren't caricatures, even though they were. I was like, oh man, I haven't watched that in a while. The Royal Tannenbaums. He's like, that was when he was young, and he had something to say. Now it's like just a caricature spoof art of himself. I was like, wow, Larison. Because I love the others. He's like, they're aesthetic romps, but nothing more. And I was like, oh, Jesus, Larison. And then I was like,
Great.
I was like, yeah. I rewatched it and I was like, you know what? That's true. There's more personable issues and stuff like that. Even though I'm too big of a fan of Anderson movies to really discuss them.
Luckily, Larison, formed my opinion for me.
I was like, you're just like hate filled. I was like, oh, that was very poignant.
No, I mean, I feel like he made the emo aesthetic mainstream, and for that,
yeah, you got other issues.
It's unforgivable.
Yeah, you got dumb issues.
To commercialize.
You're like that. That was the reason why you don't like Nirvana or something.
Nobody said I didn't like Madonna. It's just Alice in Chains is way better.
It's like I just go like, oh, all right. That's like your opinion, man. the big Lebowski take. The dude response. Well, that's just like your opinion. Oh man. Did you get any more writing done? Hot take.
No, I'm a painter now.
That's right. You started painting.
Specifically bricks. That's why I paint. It'll take about 200 hours of bricks. Man, it's really sad to realize like that all the implied detail in your art was really just in your head. And when I go to flesh it out, it's I guess I won't speak for both of us, but as soon as I went to flesh it out, it felt like I had no vision. I had no clue. I never did.
Oh yeah, that's the real. That's the desert of the real, as they say.
Not a good feeling.
In The Matrix, one of the best movies ever.
That is a good movie.
The desert of the real. I just like all these terms. Bastard.
I know, I watched it and there's a whole bunch of like art movie shots, like expensive.
Watched
cool.
what? What did you watch?
I watched The Matrix at work while I was printing.
What?
This is probably why I'm gonna get fired. So
You're watching The Matrix at work? I've never watched a movie at work.
It's more like I was just listening to
Any
it.
job. Last time I watched a movie, it's something that was like at school. Remember? It was like, it's movie day. Never watched a movie at work.
Just like anybody, I don't actually watch stuff. It's just kind of on in the background. Every once in a while you look at it, but like, there's a bunch of super artsy yet expensive practical effects shots just all over the place.
I wouldn't call Matrix artsy to me, but
Yeah, well, artsy enough for what it was for garbage action movie. I was really super impressed.
I liked it at the time.
The choreography is really, really stupid. It's like a Tarantino movie or something.
Yeah, it wasn't really about the
Kung Fu.
ah. Man, oh man. So you go to try to render details and you're like, nope. I don't have that in my mind.
Well, after doing 1 million grayscale bricks, and then not even and then kind of doing gradient of it's darker on this side, it's lighter on this side. It's like my mind has like the texture mapping of an old video game. It's just like one repeating texture, which is probably fine. It's all good. You can just call it my style.
Yeah. I have no clue why I'm drawing this pencil on this watercolor paper.
Pretty weird.
Drawn on something else.
I was gonna say, isn't that watercolor paper? No.
So it's got a tooth to it. It's all bumpy. Well, the thought was, I was like, hey, maybe I'll do a quick sketch and then watercolor it, which would not be what I'm doing. Right now I'm falling into like, I'm doing the rendering of all the shit, shadows and shit. It's like, why?
Oh, it actually looks like a human this time. Finally looked at it.
Yeah. Slowly peeking out. Wes Anderson has a new movie coming out. Or,
Is he fairly prolific?
I don't know.
Seems like there's always something. But no, I don't think I've ever seen a Wes Anderson movie. When I think about it, I was just trying to be funny. Probably absolutely the wrong topic to bring up.
I guess. Yeah, I knew you hadn't seen it. You have to have actually seen movies to talk about them.
You think so?
Yeah, it's like I don't talk about your books. Boy, that sixth book really tanked, huh? I could probably say that and be right. Any series that has 6 books is going to be garbage.
It gets pretty gnarly after a while.
You're scraping the barrel. You're having like a Sherlock Holmes episode. Just like, it's no different than TV.
Oh man, now I remember. That ruined my entire day. I was reading this audiobook with my favorite narrator, and I was loving this book, and I was about to just go buy the second one. Like, I was out of Audible tokens and everything. But Audible doesn't have it. So it's a trilogy, and Audible only has book 1.
Really?
So, super disappointed. I want to jump right into the next one.
Weird.
There's some grimdark stuff where but yeah, no, it's just super cool book. It's like Abercrombie except scary. Like super scary all the time.
Well, that's interesting, man.
But I can't read it anymore. It's like leaves you on a real cliffhanger. Like, this guy was a demon. He was like born as a demon. They call him Nos touched. And so it's like illegal to have your demon baby.
Huh.
So his mom got persecuted. They got chased to the ends of the earth. They were on the outskirts of all civilization.
To the ends of the earth.
And it was just her and her baby. And so much of the book was just the local population coming by and messing with them all the time. So this demon baby grew up over the course of the book. And basically, his mom ended up on trial for having a demon baby. So she got executed, and he got he was gonna get executed, but then he escaped. He went in the woods.
Spoiler alert, jeez.
Oh man, no, this is just the beginning, man.
It's just the beginning, man.
So good. This dude raises he starts a cult because he looks all weird. He starts a cult. He's got demon horns. I picture him looking like the guy from Star Wars. I always forget his name, Darth Maul. He starts a cult. He goes and he becomes a warlord. He takes back over his entire country that he came from, and he does a bunch of evil stuff. But you kind of
Huh.
sympathize with the bad guy because it starts with him just like being really unfairly treated by society.
They set him up.
But maybe for good reason because the dude acts kind of demonic. Face it.
Yeah. What a jerk.
Yeah, I really want to read book 2. I have to see if it's on Pirate Bay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know the name of the author. I don't know the name of the book or anything. So I don't even know what to search.
You don't know the name of the author?
I don't know the names of anything. I've read like at least 50 books that I have no idea what they are.
How's that possible?
They're just lost to my memory forever.
Just bad memory?
It's just the book's not good enough. I don't know.
It's like you don't see it every time you click on the dumb thing to listen.
Fine, I'll look at it.
I mean, I don't care.
Oh, it's Kings of Paradise by Richard Nell. It has a cover that there's no like high-res version of. That's either a really nicely painted cover or like the worst photo bash garbage ever.
Isn't that weird? I don't know why publishers do that. Oh, fun chair. I don't know what this guy is. It's like some weird.
He's got stuff in his beard.
Yeah.
He needs one of those things to hear. It's an old-timey hearing aid. I get it. It's a nice touch. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. So what's your ratio of sketching to painting at this point?
What do you mean? Like what I've done on stream?
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually you sketch and then you paint the sketch a lot of the time. So you gotta like do both.
I don't always use the last several. I didn't start with the sketch on stream. I think I had the sketch done, and then I started the stream and just got right into painting.
Yeah, but you always paint from a sketch.
Except for when I'm doing like the photo study stuff, and sometimes I've got a sketch on that too. I've done the sketch on stream before. I painted a few times, but this is just doodles. Because I'm not gonna put. I'm not putting water.
Music on your stream, right? All right.
Oh, there is, but I'll turn it down. It was really low.
Must have been really low because I didn't hear it at all.
Beautiful musics.
I need to sit. Different posture. So is that an octopus with eyes? Like, do they usually have eyes?
I don't think so. Dacia with the what are those squid icons? Could you see what this is? this make any sense to anybody?
Is that a tadpole inside of an egg?
Oh.
Is that a fish piloting a steering wheel fish? Oh man, it's gone. If you can't guess, you don't deserve to have
Yeah,
it.
I kind of knew when my stuff isn't. I know. Like, maybe somebody really, they could maybe make it out, but that's not good enough. Granted, my sketches are usually not meant for. It's so stupid, but I'm like, I'll render it too much, but I'm like knowing them like, oh man, but if I paint that, it would be can be crystal clear what everything is. I just kind of over rendered it. Like, why? Because I'm bored, and then I just shade everything or noodle everything. It just kind of gets oatmeal. All the same.
What was it?
Maybe I can illuminate in the next iteration.
I'm gonna say, let the pencil do the speaking.
All right. Okay. I try it again. In our defense, you're on a Wii screen. A tiny screen? What? You don't have it blown up full screen on a massive 27-inch monitor or something? And you erased it right after asking what is it? What is it? Close up next time. Oh man. Can you see what it is now?
Can you turn back time?
Man, this is a mess. So I wonder how clear it is on the screen or not.
It's super duper clear on my PC. I don't have a full screen. And it looks amazing. Just regular browser.
If I could turn back time, just saying. No, it's okay. I don't expect anybody to know what things are that I draw. Just every now and then I'm like, is there anything that's coming through here? Because like the rest of this, you can be like, it's a goofy freaking face. He caught the ear thing. I'm like, okay, so just not the squid. Faces and a beard. Bunch of junk. But yeah, I wasn't
I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you, and you'd stay.
Oh man.
Figured it out. Gotta search the internet. That song has a nice turn in it. Ah, that's supposed to be Shelly's theme. And I forgot. I used to have themes for like all the characters, and I forgot like all of them.
That's unfortunate.
No, this is Baba's theme. The chord is difficult. Overly difficult. Dang, my hand's starting to hurt. I haven't played guitar for more than 2 minutes in like 10 years.
I thought, don't you play like every day? He's a liar.
For 2 minutes every day.
Shelly sounded nice. That's what Dash said. Can anybody tell what this is now?
Yes, easily. Man, how did you make it look like a fish before? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Really skilled, being
Yeah,
shitty.
you can tell what that is. We're gonna let chat have their swing at it though.
If it was painted, you'd be able to tell what it is instantly, but it's not. Weird. Alright. Boat on the seas. There we go.
I need to rehearse that.
Does Music Buddy stream? Ben does have a stream. It exists, but
Technically.
it's been a bit sporadic.
I bet you would like Dr. Gripe's pencil.
Are those cool pencils? What's your stream name? BP Vavik?
Yeah, I'll just stick it in.
V-A-K.
It's impossible to describe.
But it's been a while since you've really tried streaming.
I don't got anything to stream.
Oh, dude. I liked your variety show when you had it. Following, you gotta follow her. know the moment he gets on.
I don't know. Do you think anybody would tune in for writing? Like, the thing is, for the writing stream, I have to ignore them.
Yeah, we already discussed this and you had it figured out.
Yeah, I know. I have everything figured
Because,
out.
well, like, because what we figured out or concluded was me watching creative streams is a lot of people have those, like, work timers. Like, 15 minutes of silence, and then we go over what we produced. We read the passage.
Oh, yeah.
And then so it was sort of like built into this stream. You would like
Sounds genius.
which I've seen lots of painters do and stuff like that. Like, I need to focus.
So instead of a cam on my face, I could put a cam on a timer.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah, put a timer.
there's some way I'll just set up my phone so that. Oh man, but yeah.
I literally
Yeah.
sat down telling myself I would not do what I'm doing right now.
But tonight, it's too late, I'm afraid.
It is.
We're much past the time to be streaming.
Yeah. Wish you could, huh? Wish you could.
Yeah.
Oh man, if only it had this realization before.
Yeah, the writing stream, I don't see why it shouldn't work, especially if we synergize. But it does seem like a long shot. Like, I wonder if anybody else even does anything like that. I don't want to be.
I know
the only
combining
one.
the two, chatting is obviously impossible. Like, I mean, unless you do take those breaks, we could do tandem draw, then chat.
Yeah.
Because
Well, and what I'm saying is, we should forsake my stream. It should be there. But yeah.
yeah, it's
just
true. It
ignore
could
the-
be part of the of this.
If you want to interact with me, go to the other stream.
And your stream, we could actually just have your. I know what you're saying. It's like neglecting it, kind of, because if you're paying attention on this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. It's like, it'd be cool, but whatever works.
Well, I'm sure lots of details will emerge when I actually start doing it. So, okay, so do you do any alerts on your stream? Like, do you see a follow alert when someone
Yeah, I
does
do.
sound effect?
I do the follow alert. I believe I have the raid set up and just all the main ones.
Do you have to be logged into Streamlabs for them to work?
No, I used to think you did, but you don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. No, because I haven't done it in the last. Yeah, I haven't been logging in every time I start, and I see the little bling, and it shows up as a little GIF that I have the little Dorito, the Mountain Dew Dorito.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, you used all of your skills as an image editor to make that Dorito green.
I didn't do anything. That's a found thing. It's
You
a
just found it
stolen.
that way?
That's a stolen thing.
That's pathetic.
I didn't even give credit. Oh no, what a horrible person. Yeah, I literally had the intention of doing the opposite of this, but this is how it goes.
Well, you should have self-control. I don't think there's really.
I think I'm battling the realization that I don't have a clue what the hell I'm doing until I start drawing, and then I just discover. I just have this in my mind that I could sit down and quick outline this, and then start painting, without having I think it's me slowly rendering, going like, oh, now I'm gonna turn this into a face. Oh, now I'm gonna turn this into this. Now I'm gonna add an ear thing. I don't have that right off the bat. So
woo woo, it's woo woo brainstorming.
I'm sort of like, what's that? The discovery painter, discovery writer, you know?
Yep.
So it's like I'm discovering as I'm slowly rendering, and so
that's what I was saying is how you have to sketch. I don't even know if you realize that.
Like,
you're someone who has to put it down in pencil.
Right, so it's so silly to me even to start thinking about a painting before I'm writing, or before I'm basically before I do any sketching. And it's like, how do I sketch? It makes no sense. You're like, how do I draw the thing I don't know I want to draw until I've drawn it? It's like, what? What kind of dumb, crazy stuff is that?
So if you tried to paint on top of that pencil,
it'd be garbage.
Would it have a horrible result?
Oh, it'd be horrible. It would be horrible. It would only, I could paint on top of pencil if I didn't do any of this rendering. I've just covered it with graphite, so it would just be a mess.
Okay.
And you have to give paint room to show off its colors. So yeah, I could, if I had a little light table, which I do. I could put this over this. Actually, I just want to see what it looks like on stream. Also, this paper might be too thick.
That paper is really thick.
That paper is fucking super thick. All right.
Looks like vellum. It looks like something you would.
I have my daughter's light table she got, and I stole it.
Looks like you would write magic spells on that paper. Cantrips.
I don't know if this thing's even bright enough. I've never actually used it. I just put it in my closet because I was like, hey, a light table. Oh, this is bad. Not gonna work under the light. Obvious. That's dumb, Dustin. It would only work in a dark room. Quick, turn off all the lights. No, then the camera won't work. Oh, man. Oh. If I hold it up to a light. Crayola light table. It would work in the dark. But yeah, anyways.
Oh man, iPhones have a timer. It's really easy. So I played around with this idea of a timer once, but I tried to get it on the screen in software, and computers really failed me at that point because I thought that would be super easy to have a countdown to,
A countdown to what?
A countdown to an explosion of sound. I don't know. It doesn't. A countdown to reading the chat and maybe going over
I've seen people with timers.
Yeah.
You just don't know how they're doing it, or it's just you've figured out how and it's a pain in the ass.
I tried and failed once. You know how that is.
Oh yeah, that's my whole life. I try and fail once, and it's like, well, that's it. Never doing that again. It's like everything else in your life has told you to. Nope, never touching that again. Roller hockey's just not for me.
Oh man, I might actually have to get the phone holder from work that I made out of the fat bass. You know.
I bought a tablet holder for my desk, and it's awesome. But I have a little phone holder that I made. So, but this tablet folder, it's super nice.
Yeah, this works really well. I can just stick the phone in front of the camera, like no big deal. I don't know why I never thought of that.
Oh,
Looks kind of.
that's
nice.
what I was doing to test to see when my camera was dying, because I wanted to check exactly to the second how long my camera would last before it was just.
Yeah, that makes.
So it would just be frozen on 4 minutes 26 seconds. I was like, God damn it! Again, turn it on. Make some changes, see if it affected it all. I got 4 minutes. Dang it! So looks like we're getting more viewers. I don't know who's all here. Yo, chat. Who are you?
Quiet bunch.
Expose yourselves. Don't do that. I was going to call it a night. It's like,
No.
no?
Whatever. You always do this. Right when the night's getting good, you always leave.
Yeah, well.
We got lots to do. But yeah, the last emoji in the chat is a piece of poop.
That's
emoji.
about right. That's how I felt. That's how I felt today. Like a piece of poop.
Not every stream will be a glorious raid.
Oh, yeah, that I don't give a shit about. You can suck it, Red.
Wait, did you just use swear words?
After I did a painting for him, and he didn't even instantly have a drawing for me finished, I was like, dead to me. I think he's still working. I think he's still working on it. It's fun.
Some people draw really slow.
I was like, I did this whole painting. You know, I was like, you know, it's a currency. Now you owe me. You owe me. I did a painting.
What did you ask for?
I didn't ask for anything at the start. He's like, now I gotta do. So I was like, I don't know. I don't have like a mascot. And I was like, well, I literally have this pig wizard guy sitting on as my avatar. I'm like, just do that guy. Your version of that guy.
What's this guy's name?
You know what that guy's name is.
I can't think of his name. Oh no, that guy. Yeah, I don't really remember. I remember everything about his story. Like he gets like rabies. Or wait, no, he gets like.
Actually, I can't. Is it Professor Tumley? What was it?
No, that's from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Hold on, I have to look it up. He's not really in book one. But dang, that arc is gonna be satisfying. And this idea doc is so full of stuff.
Full of ideas.
There's so much.
It's because I would just go off randomly ranting over a doodle I had just done. Oh, so now there's like these witch raccoons.
There's so many. Crazy. Oh man.
There's like they're like hag witches out there. Raccoons.
This chick's name is Julienne Jessipo.
Oh yeah, the sword wielding hippo.
Her lady hippo is a prosperous mercenary, oft-drafted but never killed.
Oh,
She carries
she's awesome.
many cruel blades and is often seen swinging one in each hand. In a pinch, she is known to throw her swords with surprisingly fatal results.
Imagine a hippo, the most agile hippo.
She's super fast.
They are actually. They're pretty damn terrifying. Hippos are. I know. I used to own one.
Oh man, there's a Kanga mouse with
Yeah,
viper fangs,
yeah, with viper fangs. That's right.
sheathed in
Like,
venom-laden scabbards. Oh man.
it was so cool.
While his diminutive stature may entice haughty opponents, one will soon find himself overwhelmed by a maelstrom of powerful feet, a lashing tail, and those toxic fangs.
Oh man, a maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
You know what? Actually, I think I have that sketchbook within reach. Within reach. There's one aspect of that guy I didn't like because I was just dumb. Is I put little things on his feet. I'm like, they already have claws. I was like, they already have claws. Like he could climb up anything. He doesn't need little foot grabber things.
Oh man. Is he an amputee? No, okay.
No, he's just running fast, head forward. This is an old sketchbook. No, that's good. No.
He's got the Naruto posture.
He's running with his little fangs dripping
Oh man.
on his tail and his echolocating ears.
One scratch. You're done for.
You done for.
That's it.
I got his. I like my favorite part is he's got a little. He's got a little tongue. It's like he's really putting in work. His little tongue sticking up.
Focus.
Oh, and I drew him like what I was before I started. Oh man, is Professor Tom or
American naturalist Dustin Lincoln.
American? Yes, David Attenborough.
He just went out and he just looked at the wildlife and it inspired him.
Yeah.
Oh, his name's Sylvester Tumley. Yeah, you were right, actually.
Oh man.
There's a Julienne.
Yeah. She's a hippo with blades. Quite a sight to behold.
Yep. The way her neck attaches to her body is a mystery to everybody.
It's perfectly figured out, so don't worry about it.
The anatomy is sorted.
Just a swivel, just a little. It's perfect.
Thought of every detail.
Yeah. I think so. I think I could figure that out.
I like how she's like a Brienne of Tarth from.
So any of these animals,
Game of
hell,
Thrones.
all these animals that are like, it's like how their bodies don't work. It's like their necks go right into like. It just seems weird. It's like they're always looking up or looking straight. Anyways,
The neck comes out of like the back of their head.
yeah, that's all.
I guess so does mine now. I think. Of it.
Yeah, your neck comes out of the what? Of your head.
Back of it.
You never talked about these guys.
Well,
Like, this is a missing section. They're from. Oh, I don't have it here. They're from the conifer.
Bristleboro,
The
yeah.
conifer place. The
Back
place.
to the idea, Doc.
The place of pines. Coniferious.
This was back when. This was back when it was a little bit less structured. There's more puns back then.
Oh man.
Ah, it's Brown Needle Gorge. It's straight
Yeah.
from World of Warcraft.
Brown Needle Gorge.
I just see it appearing on the screen with that dramatic sound. Yeah, wedged between improbably sheer peaks, the only passage you'll find going east is almost no passage at all, choked with insidious brambles and populated only by wretched brown conifers and the vicious raptors that roost within their tortured confines. One tree stands tallest. If its wretched posture can be likened to standing, and has oh my god, and has within it the vile energy that poisons this place. So yeah, there's one big brown old Christmas tree, and there's some vile evil that's tainting the whole area. That's Gertruda.
And that donkey is so bummed. He's like, it's fucking raw. Just honking furiously.
Oh man,
You donkey. What are you, a donkey?
that donkey looks like idiot sandwich.
Oh man.
That donkey.
The sequestered.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yep, every fantasy book has the desert area.
You don't have this guy anywhere. This koala dude with his little conjured minions. This guy doesn't exist anywhere. I've got a full look at him. Aww.
Oh man, so that would be like necromancy.
Oh yeah, it's one of the magic schools.
So that's up here. Oh yeah, Antares. Okay. That makes sense. Oh man, you like put a. Oh, I get it. There's like a. Okay, never mind. You. I should have filled these out. You put like a questionnaire for each of these. Because you wanted to form like cultures around these.
Yeah.
Each of these.
It was just giving me fodder to throw into paintings that would maybe never show up anywhere else. Just like stuff I could just. Because, these things aren't really.
Yeah, all it says is fire, demons, and investment. Investment being what we call enchantment. So, enchanting items with magic.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
Yeah, each school or magic, whatever, had like its own freaking thing.
Because I plan on the squirrel having some seriously enchanted gear as we go along.
Heck yeah.
He's gonna really abuse all that stuff until he's a downright Power Ranger. But first, Syl has to learn how to program the fairies.
Do I have the squirrel in this one?
So it's all book 2 stuff.
Maybe squirrel's not in this one. Here's
No
squirrel.
way. You have 0 squirrel. Ah.
Yeah, I should
there you
redraw
go.
these. I don't like these ones. These drawings. Oh, this one's alright. This one's kind of okay. Eh. Oh.
It was always gonna take some iteration, especially for
Yeah.
squirrels just look like dogs, and dogs just look like every other
Squirrels
animal.
don't look like dogs.
They all just look like the same thing. Well, yeah, at least admit that the differences are kind of nuanced as to which is which.
One thing about drawing animals is that you have no clue what an animal looks like until you try to draw it, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess they do look kind of not like anything I thought they looked like at all.
Like strange aliens.
Like the idea in my head of like even a rat, I was like, I know what that looks like. I draw one and then I look it up real quick after I've drawn something. I'm like, I did not draw a rat. I drew something way different. Anyways,
They have like an orb and then like a rectangle
yeah,
sticking out of the orb.
sure, I'll just go along with that. Yeah, orbs and rectangles. Dude, you got it, man. You said it.
That's why I'll never be a great artist.
Well, I'd say it's a good doodle stream. It's
Are you
done.
really gonna call it? That's crazy.
Well, when am I supposed to be on here until midnight? Jeez.
Well, is there anything else you want to do with the sketch, or is it just like,
Well,
do you need to sleep on it?
no.
I mean, it's already very cool.
No, this sketch is perfectly fine. It's its intended
The sh-
purpose though. Like I could paint this, not this paper, but this design.
the
I was
ship
like,
in
oh,
the
this would be
bottle.
really fun to paint.
You were
Which,
really correct about making sure that that ship in the bottle is correct. It's my favorite part.
yeah, that would really stand out. That'd be like a jewel. If I could paint it by mind, it would turn out rad. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of reflection and stuff. Scary.
That's one thing about streaming or anybody sitting over your shoulder and like, oh, they've got better plans than I do for my own. Like, oh, I thought it was gonna be a little cooler than that. That didn't quite turn out.
That's good. He looks like a salty sea dog.
Yeah, he's something. It's like a sea wizard.
Like how you literally worked in Popeye into the motif. Yeah,
What?
very literally. His eyes popping.
Yes.
Yeah, Popeye. What's in his hearing aid? What is that?
Oh, it's a spider. I had a spider in there, and it just didn't develop it.
That's gross and awesome. That's
Like I didn't make the silhouette readable as like a little spider. I need to like kind of erase it and rework it a little bit.
That gives me like a little stab of fear to see to see that so close to anyone's ear. I have ear fear.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who
Be like,
does?
what the fuck is the spider doing there?
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I don't know. The legs aren't very clear.
Oop, that did it. That was it right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Now there's a spider crawling out of his ear.
It's terrifying.
Alright.
What's that you say there?
What? Honk? What'd you say there, Sonny? Yeah, I basically just want all my favorite genres and then just follow the wizards. like, like the weird wizards and all this. Like, Western wizard. Let me see that. Where's the Western wizards?
Oh man, you'll be happy to know that Brandon Sanderson wrote 3 books.
Oh, screw
Oh,
that. I mean,
Western
he's
wizard.
awesome. Sanderson's he's a bestseller. Everybody loves him. You can't say that you don't like it. Just
It's
you're not allowed to say you don't like it.
they're thrilling action romps.
I got nothing wrong, Sanderson. I'm not a reader. I'm a dumb kid.
But yeah, there's not much that's very fantastical about it. It's a lot like a modern movie.
Well, he just has
Right.
his metal bendy stuff in it, right? Where they're
Yeah.
burning copper
Yeah, it's
in my gut.
Mistborn, yeah.
I'm burning coppers in my gut.
He's calling it a trilogy of trilogies.
In
I'm
his
guessing the next ones are going to be in the future. I would prefer the distant past. That would be more fun.
yeah.
That's cool. Talk about causality. The dude's got like 5,000 years of causality going on in those. It's getting pretty good. It's probably the only stuff I really look forward to reading is Mistborn at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I like it a lot. They're very action packed. They're like, it's just fight scene after fight scene after fight scene, and that's what he's great at. Whereas he waffles a lot in Game of Thrones. What's it called? Game of uh, uh, can't think of it. It's got Kaladin the Surgeon, Spearman.
Oh, so that's not the same stuff.
Nope, that's different. But that's it. That's also in the Cosmere.
That's what
Which
I was
is
thinking. I thought everything was in his
yeah,
schmear.
that's in the overarching
The
causality.
schmear he's got. His Cosby schmear.
Cosmere. Yep. Yeah. Causal relationship between everything. It's really dorky. But
It was alright. I remember going like, oh, I kind of like this story, and then I stopped.
he's trying to be the biggest, baddest fantasy writer ever.
I don't know, with that Malazan guy out there.
Nobody knows about him, though.
Oh, no one likes him. See, that's the thing, is I didn't realize that. I thought he was great. I thought it was freaking awesome.
I mean,
In fact, I should read the next ones. God dang it.
it's mainstream enough that yeah, it's out there.
Except I saw that dude's face, and I don't know. Something about when I see people's faces, I just make my entire decision on their whole life and
Well, worse than
existence.
that, I was subscribed to his Twitter during the
He says
26
some dumb stuff. I saw him in an interview.
the-
Well, not
Woof.
dumb, but it's very. He really likes himself. It's kind of a Rothfuss vibe. Well, I'm here for a reason, so you should listen to me.
He doesn't have any issues with alienating half of his audience.
Yeah,
No problem with that whatsoever.
which is fine. I mean, I don't really care. It just makes me go like, "Ugh, I'm bored.
It's
You
weird
sound like the
because
kid on the bus, I remember, and I just sort of want to walk away. But I can't. I'm just sort of stuck there. I'm like, oh, I can just turn it off.
well, luckily I've still got the ability to separate someone from their art. Otherwise, I would hate all your stuff. I would hate your drawing.
Oh no, that can't be.
But it's really tempting to just be like,
You know what?
I'm
You
not
know-
reading this no more.
It's easy for me because I just don't read very often. So, and really, it's audiobooks. That's not reading, really. Hot take.
Oh, it's Hot Take Wednesday.
Hot
Are
Take Wednesday.
audiobooks reading? Hit
No,
us up in the chat. Let
audiobooks
us
are
know.
falling asleep. That's not reading.
Let's put up a poll. Let people vote.
Are audiobooks reading? And
We can't.
check your gall darn egos.
We don't know how to do that.
Not my reading. I think it's just as valuable. Yeah, right. You're missing every, like, fourth sentence. Because everybody's experience is exactly the same as mine.
Is listening to an audio book considered reading?
Comment in the chat if you.
Yes. No.
I consider it consuming, not reading. The literal action of reading is not taking place.
Alright, that was easy. Maybe we can get some chat participation. Take this important poll.
See, the thing is people they really care about this, right? They care that it is considered reading, and I don't know why. It's like, why do you care? It's
I
not.
hear it. I
It's
hear it enough
listening, and
that it
you're
must
taking
be a
it.
thing.
You're consuming. Who cares? But it's just not reading. Like, vaping isn't smoking. There's no smoke. It's not smoking. I don't vape. I don't care that it's not smoking, though. But people really care about that. They're like, you said I didn't read 15,000 books that I listened to on my drive to work. I don't know what I'm saying. Audiobooks are awesome, though.
I've always considered it reading. I've always considered it superior to reading, and books could probably just go away. Hot take.
How do you not fall asleep every time?
I do. That's the whole thing. If I have a book, I'm up all night. An audiobook, I just fall asleep. It is a little bit arduous to find your spot.
I hate that so much. I honestly hate it so much finding my spot. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this.
Like, I understand there's a lot of hurdles in the way of enjoying it.
Well, that way I can do two things at once. I get you have reasons. It's still not reading. It doesn't matter. It's okay that you have reasons. It's fine. Some people do,
I think it's better than
some people self-medicate. I think that's fine too. Some people... It's really important that you think it's reading.
Man, I'm the only one who voted in the poll.
Oh man, I just got 8 friendly lurkers, or whatever. They're all family.
It's all muted.
Yeah, it's all muted. I appreciate every single one of them though.
Every single person.
It's like, hey, it's like, you're here. You're here right there with me. It's awesome. I'm surprised anybody stays in the chat. Nikki said something like, nobody really wants to watch people making the donuts. You don't want to sit. It's like you want to see the end. You want to have the end, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm 100% agree, which is why I didn't think streaming was a thing to do as an artist, really. I was like, who wants to sit and watch? It's so slow.
I would think it'd be more about doing requests.
To me, once I realized,
doing
I started watching people to get inspired, and literally just it was on because I'm like, if that jerk is still drawing right now, it's like I can draw. It was so weird. It was like a weird, I'm going to draw right along with them. Because if that guy can get back to work and do something, I'm going to do something other than Netflix. Like, that was the mindset, and so I'm like, I bet that I'm not the only one that does stuff like that. But maybe. Just usually if I'm doing something, like, it's a whole subculture that exists that I don't even know. Oh, this is like a whole thing? Got it. There's like subreddits all about that.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter what it is. Like, there's millions of people that watch this guy mow lawns like every day.
That's true. That's true.
It's just a guy mowing lawns. It's literally, he doesn't put any effort into like making it interesting or anything. He's just mowing lawns.
Also, if there's really interesting people,
there's so many comments like, this is so satisfying. Oh, it's great.
My daughter loves saying that about everything. She's like, this is like ASMR. It's so satisfying.
Like we have the same kid.
And in fact, on one of the streams, she was saying that when I was pulling the tape off. She's like, so that's like ASMR. Like, what does that even mean? Do you know what that means? Like, I don't even know what that means. We tried to guess. I was like, that's right. We just guess. We don't look it up. Use your brain, man. Even if you're wrong, who cares? Like the worst parent. Just roll with it. Roll with whatever your brain thinks it is. That's good enough. Can we Google it? Nah. Don't need your phone. Oh crap, it's 11 o'clock. It's time. The clock is ticking.
Good nights. So, like a minute ago, 30 seconds ago, did you see the bug on your desk?
Yeah, it's
What?
annoying the shit out of me. Well, I mean, every now and then I've got. For a while there, I had the sacrificial fly. Like every stream, I had to kill a fly to start it. It was like it's like christening the stream. Okay, now I can start. I've sacrificed an existence. Squashed.
So, is your house just like full of open trash canisters?
Yeah. Yours isn't?
I just didn't know we were so alike. No, I sprayed a lot of chemicals to keep Ashley from freaking out. Keep my wife from freaking out.
What? You spray chemicals for flies?
For all sorts of bugs. I do perimeter defense.
Are you like those commercial guys with the red hats and little spray backpack?
Dale Gribble.
And you just go around and you're like, yeah.
I wish I could spray the cockroaches at the government.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. No, I do some chemicals. It works. Except for these growths on my neck. That's the only catch.
I learned something about that show recently. Like the inspiration for it. Where did I see it? Probably Reddit or something. I hate that. I don't even want to talk about it. I hate it when I know like things in my mind. I'm like, oh, you just read that on Reddit and repeating it to me. I hate it when it's done to me. So then when I catch myself about to do it, I'm like, nope. That knowledge is cursed.
That's like the entire composition of my psyche, though. You're like insulting me deeply.
It's like, look what I read on the front page of Reddit today. Like 15 million other people, and we all just exchanged the same little snippet of dumb nothing. Did you hear about this? I'm like, yes, I already heard about that. We read it together at different times this morning.
Jeez.
But yeah, so he moved to Texas, and there was a storm, and the storm took out his fence, and his cool neighbors were like, oh, we're going to go ahead and take care of that, and fixed it for him just out of being nice people. And so he's like, I'm going to make an animation about nice neighbors doing the right thing. Like just all these dudes that would just, that's what would happen. They'd fix it. Oh, because that's just what you do. It's just what you do. So that was the inspiration for King of the Hill, I guess.
Yeah, that show was on pretty much all the
I
time.
think he came from. Did he come from California? I bet it's a huge. You get that Midwestern weirdness where it's like a roll of the dice. It's either amazingly overly way too kind, like almost like you probably keep people in your basement, don't you? I don't know why you're too kind. Or just straight asshole hick. Like well, not always hick, but it's Midwest. It feels that way. It feels like it's like pure asshole or literally the nicest people. Like, do you need? Oh, I see that up on your gutter. You need that fixed? I got a thing. I'll be up there in just a second. And they just hop up and fix your thing. It's like, wow, okay, cool neighbor. I will never hop up on a ladder and fix something on your roof. Also, your insurance wouldn't want me doing that either.
Right? Like, good luck stopping them. But
Right. I don't mind. I'm like, you're awesome. Thank you. It's cool. I don't know how or when I'll return the favor sometime in the future. Hopefully never, because I'm selfish.
the only thing I do is I take my snowblower and I do this old man's driveway.
Oh, you did this? You do snow blows everybody's yard or driveways for them?
Yeah. Yep.
You just go right, or like your next door neighbor.
Yep. Well, he's a few doors down. I don't get the angry guy in the yard's driveway. He could do that. He's like 40. He could do that himself. There's like a 90-year-old man that if everyone races to see who can do his driveway first.
Oh, because everybody wants to be the night. Yeah, I could see
Sometimes there's like two or three of us just knocking it out.
that. Who can be the nicest? Well, I just think people just have this like crazy guilt for spending $300 or more on this dumb thing they use like barely ever. You know what?
Used it a lot last year. When it
Yeah,
rains,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's about it. And then we pick up trash in the park. Funny thing to mention, though, there is no trash at the disc golf parks anymore. So we picked it all up.
Oh,
We never see any. Cleaned up these mean streets.
that's actually really cool. Then, if you guys actually feel like you did something, we
Well,
made the change.
me and Alex are of a very like mind, where it's like, if our kids are with us, we're gonna act. We're gonna put on an act.
Yeah, you're gonna like see how well, it's like who can outdo the
We're gonna act like good people for one.
like civil whatever
Kids are around.
stewards of the community. Look at your parent. These memories you're gonna have that I've crafted perfectly for you.
Crafted this illusion to manipulate you.
Man, my dad would go out there. He'd make us clean up. Man, that was such a good thing. It's
All
like
to plan.
competing dads. Like, no. Wait to see what I have my kid doing.
I'm sure it gets very, very competitive.
Competitive charity. Oh my god.
If I just knew more dads, probably gets crazy. Just dadding out on everything.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, just stuff I never thought I'd do. Like being nice and paying attention.
Yeah. I can see that. For you.
Yep. Let's just pretend for like 15 years. Pretend we're a good person.
Oh man. It's your second chance. Maybe I actually am. Used to get sloppy steaks. Let's relax.
Sloppy
Oh
milk
yeah, you
steak.
don't know that joke.
Oh, okay.
Inside joke for cool people.
I want to define Brandon as cool.
Well, that's not Brandon. That's
Despite how
Tim
skinny
Robinson.
his are.
That's what that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, nobody does. The funniest guy nobody knows.
that the guy who died?
Nope.
Oh,
Who died? That sounds like that. Oh, you're thinking the whitest kids you know. I don't
yeah.
remember that guy's name. I never knew all those people.
He looks kind of like Brandon.
Man, those things are funny though. I was surprised. It's like old funny.
Brandon also has that weird dead expression, like skinny face.
Skinny face.
Skinny face.
Okay, it's over 2 hours. This drawing is way too detailed for a painting to turn into a painting, but I want to paint it. I think at one point, maybe I'll scan it or redraw it onto a bigger piece of watercolor paper and paint it. I think I'm gonna have to.
I don't know if you can do the what's it called, the light
Light
box
table.
on stream. I think the stream would like that.
Oh no.
Oh, but you can't. Never mind. Because you have
No.
to have lights for the
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen maybe somebody do it, but no. I'll just have a sketch ready to go on a piece of watercolor paper.
I didn't think that through.
And then get going.
I get it.
Well, it was cool. All the people hanging out in chat. I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Let's check
I
the
think there's a
poll.
way to look, but I'm not on this thing to see who's all there. It's probably a bunch of family. Thanks, family and friends.
Nobody used the poll.
I'm gonna think. Let me guess. Kingery. Matt Morrow might be there, just not talking. All right. But this is fun. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Calling it a night.
Absolutely.
All right. Later.
Good night. Goodbye.
Later.